All right, Kat. Well, probably looking back on the road trip, what did you see out of the team that like? Probably maybe not the results you wanted, but overall, just going into this homestand, what did you see?
We saw a lot of new faces on the field, and that was something that we knew that was going to happen. And it was great to see some of the positive moments. We scoring 3 goals in 2 games, created a lot of chances. Statistically speaking, we outshot the opponents, and so need to clean up some defensive stuff. And we knew that was going to be an area of things that we needed to focus on. Disappointed with the tie against Fresno State, but we learned a lot. We grew, and that was the most important thing coming out of the weekend: is how do we move forward from the weekend.
Going into this homestand, how hard is it? Just it's so early. There's really not a lot of tape on other opponents. How do you get ready for Portland State and Villanova?
Well, Portland State's always going to be a good game. I mean, being in-house and in-state, if you will, and Katie Burton does a good job up there getting them organized. For us, this week has been all about what we need to do to move forward. Defensively, what we need to clean up. Offensively, how do we switch a point of attack? How do we get more numbers forward? And then another thing that we're focusing on are some set pieces. I feel like we have the players that can serve a great service, and we need to be able to capitalize on that.
How beneficial was it facing a top 15 team in the country in Santa Clara?
It was great. Jerry Smith does a good job down there, powerhouse throughout the years, and they posed some different problems and threats, and I thought we did a really great job in the first half, and it was an end game, and I thought we created chances. And in the second half, got a little crazy there in the first 10 minutes, and unfortunately that's college soccer. You take one bad touch, and then all of a sudden it's a counterattack, and a good team like that is going to take advantage of it, and they did. But the one thing I would say, at one point we had 6 freshmen on the field, we had a bunch of newcomers, so it was great for everyone to get a couple minutes in their first college season.
Was there anything that particularly surprised you over the weekend, good or bad?
I was really proud of our backs, and they put a lot of minutes on, in the sense of playing 110 minutes on Thursday, and to be able to perform on Sunday. And I thought Chardonnay Crayon had a big time weekend for us. But really, as far as surprises, no. I thought our freshmen stepped up and did a great job, and we had some really good leadership from the upperclassmen. So obviously we're all disappointed about the Fresno State result and getting a tie, but this weekend is a great opportunity for us to focus on Duck soccer.
We're getting ready to talk to Jordan. She's been fine in the back of the net. What steps did she take from her for freshman year to sophomore year to put her in this position?
Jordan is incredibly motivated and driven. Being a local kid, she's been watching Duck soccer probably longer than I have, and she's got a lot of pride in this organization and this team. And so for her, in the spring, she was one of our best forwards in the spring. And in the last game against Oregon State, we played in the spring, she was our most dynamic forward during that game. And so we talked to her about what she can do over the weekend and what she can do over the summer to prepare, and really proud of her effort. And we kind of all joke, you haven't arrived, you got to keep chipping away at it, and we got 17 more games and take it one game at a time, but really proud of her effort and just her resiliency to keep fighting.
How do you think playing Portland State in the spring is going to prepare you for Friday?
Well, it gives us an idea of kind of their style, but every team's new. You got new freshmen, you got new returners, you have new leaders, you have new transfers, and so what they gave to us in the spring was a good match. I think it was just a 2-1 game. But this part, we need to really just focus on creating more opportunities and chances. But giving up 6 goals over the weekend, this past weekend, was a little too much. And so that's going to be our focus to try to figure out how to, give up none this weekend.
Any update on the goalkeeper situation?
I think Caitlin Carter did a great job, and Charlotte was able to come in and play. And so they're all doing a great job this weekend, and we'll figure out that starting lineup tomorrow.
Some circumstances with this weekend. A lot of people out of town in Eugene. Are you telling Jordan to get all our North Eugene friends out here to get a big crowd out
Absolutely. There's a big football game somewhere in Texas. Go Ducks, and volleyball opens up as well. So for us. I mean, what I love about Pat Bay is our home field is the local community. You know, it's a special night, playing under the lights, to play Friday night at 7 p.m. and then again on Sunday at 5 p.m. I love the little kids running around and playing. But yeah, North Eugene High School does a pretty good job. We've been inviting all the high schools out to come on out and support their Ducks.
Sure, most people who are going to be at the game on Sunday don't know much about Villanova. Can you kind of talk a little bit about that squad?
Yeah, they came off a really good weekend. I mean, they put up 2 W's over the weekend. They have a very special goalkeeper who's a national team goalkeeper, over 6 foot, and she covers a lot of ground. And so that's about it. That's all I know right now. They play Oregon State on Friday night, so that should be a good test for them. But it's exciting to play someone from a different conference, from the East Coast. And, you know, I think those outer region teams really help within our RPI. And for us, it's, you know, playing in an opponent that we don't know much about. But our mentality is every game is a Pac-12 championship game. You know, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. We have to make sure that we play at the highest level possible.
Will we expect to see all 10 freshmen again?
I don't know. You know, we'll see. Figure out what the game gives us. You know, hopefully in a great way. You know, if we were able to put some chances away and we're able to get up a few goals, then by sure, all means. But we have to figure out first and foremost how to keep the ball at the back of the net and then move forward from there.
You stick with the same formation from this weekend?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought Santa Clara, we played really well out of our formation. So we're going back and forth on different formations within the midfield, but I thought defensively we looked good with our pressing formation.